Welcome guys on E11 Forex Trading. Today will be busy testing this indicator, E11 indicator high and lows. Okay, uh, we will be testing this indicator. So yes guys, so let us start the tester and check how this indicator works. We'll be testing it on GBP USD on 30 minutes time frame. You can choose whichever time frame you want to test it. So let's just click start. So let's maximize. So as you can see, let me just zoom out again. As you can see right there, there is also a daily pivot line and a weekly pivot line. So as you can see, the price is busy. At this indicator, it is busy now, printing or some highs and lows for us. So it's busy printing some highs and lows. So how to use this indicator? You make sure that if price is below the um, the weekly pivot line and the daily pivot line, and you see that price is printing those reddish red highs there, you begin to focus on selling. All right, and also you have to check if price breaks this low where it is right now. Price is at the low. That's where there's some battles in between there. So we now have to focus and wait and focus on buying when price is in line. When price is below the weekly pivot and the daily pivot, and then we see that price is breaking either the lows and the highs, then we begin to take our trades. So as you can see right now, price now, it is now broken a little bit below our lows and broke below the daily. So now we take a trade here. So this is an area where we take our sell trade. So look at that, look at that. And price is still below our daily. We still focus on selling. We still focus on selling. Look at that, look at that. So this is a very important thing. So this indicator is a wonderful indicator, which now uh, it will help. Okay, so it is a wonderful indicator which I've coded, and it's a wonderful indicator. So now when we begin to see that price also is going above the daily and the weekly pivot line, we then focus on selling, right? But we don't just quickly now say we sell. We have to now wait, for price to tell us if a low is being formed here. We want to see if another low is being formed in this area, or we wait for price to go and retest the previous low, and then we come back. So we are waiting for price now to tell us whether another low will be formed or it will not be formed. But as you can see here at the bottom, it has printed another low at this area. So we're now waiting for price around this region. We now wait that price probably might pull back. You see now, price is beginning to tell us that another low is being formed in this area, as you can see right there. So now another low is being formed. So now we'll be looking for buying. We just need to confirm with our daily pivot and a weekly pivot. As long as price goes above our daily and weekly, now there we begin to take, our trade. As long as price doesn't break this low, we will focus on buying. We'll focus on buying. So as long as the low keeps on extending and it doesn't, as you can see there, the low is not being broken. We now want we want to focus on buying. So now price is above everything. We wait for the daily to be above the weekly, and then we begin to focus on buys. At this area, that's where we buy. We put our stop loss below our lows, below our previous low, below this low. So now there, it's where now we'll be taking our buys and put our stop loss below. So there's still a buckle in this area, but we still, let's say we have taken the trade, we'll still be on this trade, right? So our stop loss is below this low. So as long as now price is not broken, only if price break this low, then we'll start focusing on selling. We'll start focusing on selling. If now price breaks this low, then we'll focus on selling. But at this point, we're now still, so you see now, there is now a resistance. The red there is formed, meaning that we now need to change. and begin to look and wait and see. If price breaks this low, then we will focus on selling. All right, because now their highs have now formed. We will, and now price is below our pivot weekly and daily. We now take a sell at this area. So now here, this is where now we are taking our sell, because another a high has been formed. So this area we are taking our sells at this area, you know. But look, there's still some bit of tight lows in there. So you now begin now to take your sells, put your stop loss above the weekly pivot line. You see, so you take your sell there, put your stop loss above the weekly pivot line, and then now price also has broken these two lows at this area. Will now still be letting our trades run at this area. All right, so we'll be letting the trades run, the stop loss above the weekly pivot line. So we'll be now looking at that. Right, so let us speed up a little bit. Let's speed it up. So as you can see there, would have been now in profit. You know, you take your profit probably at this previous low where it is right now, but price is still below our daily pivot line. We still focus on selling. So now we take another sell, put our stop loss above the previous low, as you can see there by the green lines, or which is formed there. So now we continue, right? So this is how it works, guys. This is how it works. As long as price is below the pivot line, we now focus on buying. Except if price breaks these low and the highs, then we'll focus on buying the market. You see now, price is broken this low and the highs. We are now focusing on buying because now price is above our pivot line. So we can now scalp this back towards our weekly pivot line, right? So if now the distance between the weekly and the daily is wide, you can scalp it, back to the weekly pivot line. But the most important thing is all of them must be in line. The daily must be above the weekly, or if you are buying, and then if you are selling, the daily must be below the weekly, and it must have broken a structure. Okay, so as you can see there, as you can see, let me let it run as you have understood, the explanation. So look at how beautiful this system is working. As long as the daily pivot line price is above, you continue focusing on buying the market. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at how beautiful this is. So this is a wonderful system which works, uh, with these highs and lows and also the pivot line. So this is a wonderful system, guys. It's a beautiful system. It's a beautiful system. So this system is so powerful. To get this system, you just have to email us. To get this system, you just have to email us. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this system is working. So now price is getting back above our weekly pivot, daily pivot. We focus, on buying if price is above the daily and the weekly, right? We will not always be 100% winning all the trades, but most of the trades. This system is so beautiful, guys. This system is so beautiful. So look at that. We're above the daily, we made a profit. Above the daily, a profit, another profit. Wait until it goes above the daily, broke below the weekly, we take the trade. We take the trade. You see now? So I told you that we wait for the daily to be below the weekly pivot. We would have taken that trades. So now we wait for the daily to move back above, the weekly. Wait for the daily. Now the daily is above. We now begin to wait for price to confirm that we will be buying. Look at that. We are now bought. We're now in profit. Look at how beautiful this is. Awesome, guys. Awesome, guys. Awesome, guys. If you're looking for this system, just contact us.